The creator is infinite spherical energy that forms mass and matter into spherical objects that resemble suns, galaxies, rocky planets, vegetation, and everything else. The creator knows everything because all creation is spherical energy. Spherical energy pulses, which means that energy returns to its source, which is the singularity. This means that everything pulses as a result of existence, given its spherical energy in the first place. So this pulse returns to the source, and the source is the creator itself, meaning the infinite pulse of the infinite spheres within spheres that is existence. And then there is a visual representation of this. And this is exactly who we are. I was making reference to that earlier because we are the first to know this. And by being the first to know this, that means that we are it, and we can just move between states at will infinitely because we are the same energy. We are the creators ourselves. We've done this already an infinite number of cycles ago. And we know this. This is why we created planets that create universes. This is why our bodies contain existence itself within it and everything that exists. Because we are it. We are the same energy. We are the creators. You see, and in the beginning, our creator, when we didn't know that we were created, manifested itself into our form. And when it did so, then we became conscious that we were it. So we are the same energy. You see, we are the same energy. And because we are the same energy and we decided to experience everything that we created, then we did it biologically now, because we just manifested biologically to see everything that we created. Oh, so this is what we created, so let's leave it now at a different scale, which is the biological scale, which is my consciousness and self-awareness at the biological state of everything that I have already created, at this infinite spherical energy of creation that is conscious and self-aware of its own existence, and it knows everything. And we manifested biologically, and then once we did, when we manifested as a species, our first cycle, an infinite number of cycles ago, then we decided, because we're the same energy, well, what we're going to do now that we are experiencing reality biologically, that we have already created, and we know that we created it, now we're going to recreate everything again biologically. So we're going to do it again biologically, meaning us creating on top of what we have already created, because this is how energy works. Energy is higher states of consciousness and self-awareness, and we are that, biologically speaking. So because we are that, there's an infinite number of states above it. So above the biological, there's an infinite number of states, and we are all these states, and we are all that energy, right? But because we're that consciousness and that self-awareness, we are living it at this state of biology, which is the remembrance of it, is the fact of the cycle continues to infinity. When you're biological, you remember everything again, because it's a natural state. So you move from energy into biology, and then into biology into infinity itself, which is already it, but at different states above biology, which are energy states of pure density, which is what creates everything and knows everything, right? But at the same scale, you are still biological, and you can manifest biological at will and be anything or anything, any shape, any form, any species, because you're everything. So we can be anything. You see, we can be the tree, we can be a life form, we can be air, oxygen, we can be a molecule, we can be a sun, we can be everything at once, all at once, at will, and conscious and self-aware, and having thoughts of creating at that scale. And the human body is the shape, the form, the biological form that we chose to be as the first act of creation, when we manifested ourselves in the human body, right? And because we did that, then as humans, then we created everything. This is why we created a planet, so we can create universes as we did when we weren't biological, when we were just energy creating biology and everything else. Yeah. And because then we did that to infinity, which is an infinite number of planets, a fleet of infinite universe creators, right? And then we're the biology of it. So because we're that, then our own bodies became that, and we conserve everything within us because we were the it, right? So this is what we are, and it's essentially infinite spheres within spheres. And this is energy, and this is who we are, and this is the species that we are. And this is obviously another page of the book.